A seismic shift is happening all across the entertainment industry, in a change that very few ever thought was possible and almost nobody saw coming. It turned out there was a bidding war amongst those who adore incoming, returning First Lady Melania Trump, receiving a documentary from Amazon for big bucks, paid out by Jeff Bezos. Today we'll explain why it is a tsunami-level change in the way Hollywood is approaching the Trumps. Hello, folks, and welcome back to the channel that is changing hearts and minds. Sensibility, it is our middle name, and we are bringing that change to the world one video at a time. Welcome back, folks. We're happy to have you. Click the like button as we get ready to get started. Today, we're talking about a huge, monumental change in the way that Hollywood is treating the Trumps, Donald and Melania. Folks, you won't believe the fact that they were actually bidding one against the other to try to claim their name at the beginning of a documentary starring the incoming First Lady and her husband, El Presidente, Donald Trumpo. He was at one time Orange Man bad, but now they're sad and ready to make friends again. All right, folks, this is out of Breitbart. It says, exclusive, how Melania Trump landed a $40 million Amazon documentary deal. And here is the deal, folks. Here's why we're covering it. It is because do not forget the way that Melania, the former and now once again First Lady, was treated in her first term as, well, the First Lady, unelected and yet treated as trash, not allowed to be on any of the magazines despite her beauty. And, well, it turns out that is not apparently how things are going to go down in this new term. It may indicate that entertainment is drastically different, and they are now ready to stop chasing after one single side of the aisle. As we read this, folks, remember, we're going to try not to be political. We're trying to make this as clearly focused as we possibly can be on the fact that entertainment and entertainment companies are ready, apparently, to attempt to entertain people in the moderate, center, and right. Here we go. A first-of-its-kind behind-the-scenes documentary on the work that goes into being the First Lady has landed a $40 million distribution deal. Melania Trump's concept, which centers around her life and work as she re-enters the White House, kicked off a bidding war. Pay attention to that. There were multiple companies all bidding to get this. Kicked off a bidding war between major Hollywood studios and resulted in a blockbuster deal with Amazon. Jeff Bezos coming in there to not only donate to the inauguration, but also to Melania. The Melania Trump documentary, which is set for a global theatrical... Whoa, wait a minute. Amazon is doing a global theatrical? Jonas, have you ever... Does Amazon do globals?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. They've done something that was global theatrical, but not a documentary. Also, it's being helmed by Brett Ratner. There's your answer right there as to who maneuvered that one right there. Brett Ratner is looking to get back into theaters.
Now, wait a minute. Jonas, you can't just throw out a name like Brett Ratner. The audience needs to know, who is this Brett Ratner you speak of?
Brett Ratner. He hung out with Harvey Weinstein. He might have been friends with that Bryan Singer there. Rat Pack Productions, as big as late as, I don't know, he worked on the Lego Batman movie. Just kind of a
You have not said one thing that makes me like this person.
I'm not trying to make you like Brett Ratner. That would not be my intention in any way.
I mean, when Lego Batman is the least of your sins.
I'm sorry, Lego Batman is amazing.
No, it's not as good as the Lego movie, the first one.
Oh, well, it is probably one of the best Batman films ever made, though.
He is responsible for The Last Stand, though, and I think that probably cancels out any good work
he actually
ever did.
directed The Last Stand, which is a travesty of comic book filmmaking. It is one of the worst things ever put to the name X-Men, and that's saying something.
All right. Well, continue.
I would never try to endorse Brett Ratner for anything, but he's a Hollywood producer, and he knows what he's doing as far as making deals and things like that.
And you're saying that Brett Ratner is involved in this?
Yes, he is the director of the documentary.
As in Right there in the Breitbart article where it says Rush Hour director Brett Ratner is helming the documentary.
Yes.
As in, not yet where we had even managed to read yet. Jonas, you're skipping ahead. He's too fast for us, folks. He's too fast for us.
I'm traveling at light speed, y'all.
Filming will be localized, Beckman says. Well, that would seem to indicate it's going to be following Melania then, eh? Mrs. Trump will serve as executive producer on the feature documentary, which will receive a theatrical run before becoming available to stream on Amazon Prime Video. The feature will offer a detailed look into her life and will include brief appearances by President-elect Donald Trump and their son, Barron. You're going to need a bigger screen for Barron. He's a tall one. The Amazon deal follows the successful release of Miss Trump's first book, a #1 bestseller, Melania. As noted in her bestseller, Mrs. Trump has spent years building her business brand. And that's a cover right there. Let me tell you, if your name is sufficient that you don't even need any art on the book, it's just Melania, you've done something. You have done something with yourself. All right, but the real story here is there was a bidding war in Hollywood for Melania. Can you imagine, gentlemen, can you imagine if 4 years ago we had said that Melania Trump would have a bidding war in Hollywood for the rights to do a documentary on her, and that she would be going back to the White House with her husband president? If we had said that 4 years ago, the people at ABC News, their heads would be, well, they would be getting automatic lobotomies as they boo, 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 just exploded in shock that we would ever utter such a stupid thing.
If they're going to do this, though, I think they need to give equal time to the other side, and I nominate Michelle Obama to star in Victor Victoria.
Well, that's better than Jill Biden, eh?
Dr. Jill?
Dr. Jill. Jonas, has the world entirely shifted? Is that what we're seeing? Or is this,
yes, absolutely,
is this a very strange and very brief honeymoon period?
Well, yes, both of those things are correct. If you look at how things were handled with Dr. Jill Biden, greatest of her doctorate there, and also with Michelle Obama, or whoever the previous presidents were, if it is a Democrat first lady, they fall all over themselves in the media to say that this person is beautiful, to the point where it's like, okay, we get it, guys. But Melania Trump, an actual supermodel, they're refusing to dress her. They're refusing to do things that actually call her beautiful. She bagged Donald Trump as a husband. I'm thinking she's pretty good on the looks scale, guys, but they don't want to do anything for her. All of a sudden, we see a huge change here, and there's going to be a documentary about Melania Trump. This is a massive shift in how media is handled, and obviously, if Jeff Bezos has anything to do with it, that's something in his favor. If he's trying to, I don't know if they're all just trying to ingratiate themselves to Donald Trump, or if it's just the same exact treatment that Democrat candidates and their families have gotten for years, and now it looks like sucking up. I think it's more the second rather than it's more the latter than the former here. This is just something that Democrat candidates have received for years, and now Donald Trump is getting it. So
can I just say, Jonas, looking at this screen, let me look at the headline. Exclusive, how Melania Trump landed a $40 million Amazon documentary deal. And then on the right, most popular, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau to resign. And down there a little bit lower, ABC's Hostin, you don't move on from J6. It was like ... Let me tell you, folks, if you're in the YouTube business today and you can't make a video, you don't know what you're doing. You couldn't make this up. I mean, these stories are just so unbelievable even 2 years ago that they would actually be manifested into reality.
You know, I just want to point out of all the things that could be done in praise, the media buy-ins that you could have for a presidential candidate or that presidential candidate's wife. I just want to bring out from the annals of history, or maybe I've mispronounced that, It Takes a Village, a book on raising children by Hillary Clinton.
No, you might have got the pronunciation right.
Guys, this is again, if you have a Democrat candidate,
Can you
they
zoom
will
in
do
on that? Can you
anything.
zoom in on the cover, Jonas?
Sure.
Please. We really need to see this. We need to see the village. Keep zooming. We want to see full pixelation.
I zoom in and it actually keeps backing away. Here, I'll zoom out. And
it's programmed to defend itself.
There she is.
So look, darn it, she went away again. So Hillary Clinton, you know what that looks like?
A very staged photograph. Back in the days before of DEI, they found every black child that they could.
It looks like a 90s or early 2000s version of Song of the South with Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
Auntie Remus.
Well, they do have someone plowing a field over there by hand.
Oh my gosh, he went there. It's an urban field though. It's a community garden.
No, the urban's over here. The fields are over here. This of course was hilarious, and this is, by the way, I do believe this is the 10th anniversary edition of the Hillary Clinton book on how to raise a child properly.
Does it come with a song? It looks like it should come with a song, like some sort of soundtrack.
Can it be like a little cassette tape like they used to do with books back in the day?
The hills are alive with the souls of our deleted enemies. Often as we get ready to wrap these up, folks, you'll hear us say, keep learning, keep growing, keep having fun. And the reason we do it is because we appreciate you. It's true, we do. And we want you to have a good time. Thank you for giving us the great time of spending time with you. Folks, on the way out the door, consider clicking that like button, share, subscribe, click it and stick it to the algorithms. It's the notification bell, and drop a comment down below because you matter. Your thoughts matter. Who cares what the legacy corporate deadbeat media tells you? You really are important. And we're a testament to that. We wouldn't be here without folks just like you. And since we've said it, we'll say it once more. Folks, wherever you are and whatever you're doing, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.